Class, how we doing? So I really have two ideal dream jobs, and so I'm going to be brief and describe both real quick. So my first one would be to own my own company that gives back in some form or fashion. Right now I own and operate a small cleaning business. It's a service that gives back to people because we base our company on integrity, character, and principles. I want to take that further and develop it into something else that gives back to people in a different way. I'd like to maybe model my business off of Dave Ramsey, how he gives back financially, helps people get out of debt, saves lives in that sense. I'd like to do something on that kind of level. I just haven't figured out what my niche for that quite is. So that is one of my dream jobs. My second one really would be to work for Dave Ramsey as their creative director for their business to business position. It's a position that requires a lot of creativity, a lot of leadership. There's a large amount of responsibility there. It takes a unique combination of both a creative side and a leadership ability. The ability to run a business with the business knowledge and business sense, yet split that mind and be on the creative side. I went to culinary school when I was younger, um, which is my creative side, and I am now a business management major and I own and operate a business. So I feel like I have those split sides, that analytical yet creative side to me. They say that the creative director is required to possess extensive leadership experience and a deep understanding of concept and design across a range of digital and traditional media. The creative director will work with their team to design across a variety of platforms, including but not limited to websites, mobile expressions, apps, and immersive environments, and digital marketing and social media channels. The creative director will work with the executive creative director. So he's part of the management team, but he's almost like a mid-manager. So that's my dream job that I would like to just start off at. I know that Dave Ramsey, the only way I know how much that this position is paid because I've read his book EntreLeadership, and he talks about how he pays all of his employees part payroll and part commission of some sort. That way it gives the incentive to them to drive to do better. There's not one person on his staff of 500 people that is purely on payroll. And so there's a combination of both. I know he runs a lot of his leaders like almost giving them a smaller entity of the business. And so the bottom line or profit or loss of that department, they get a percentage of that bottom number. So I'm assuming with his management, like something like this creative director, that would be how they would be paid. Quick background on the company is Dave Ramsey started this company 25 years ago. He started in his house on a card table by giving financial advice to people on how to get out of debt. He's made a series of baby steps, 1 through 7, on how to get out of debt and build wealth. One being you save $1,000 for an emergency fund. 2, you pay off all of your debts, smallest to largest, as a debt snowball. 3, you fully fund your emergency fund for 3 to 6 months. 4, you fund a education savings account for a child. 5, you pay off your mortgage. 5 is your 15% of your income to retirement. 6 is you pay off your mortgage, and 7 is build wealth and give generously. So that's kind of the background on his company. I feel like I would be happy at this job if I worked there forever, to be honest with you. I 100% believe in his mission and could see myself just growing within that company for the rest of my life. What I would like to see changed about the job and when is, based on my performance, I would obviously like a raise within a year or two. And then I would like to eventually make it up to the executive director. So that is the top of the line in that department. And so I really would be managing managers rather than just managing a team. So that would ultimately be my end game goal. That's it for now. Thanks.